Hey, what's going on everyone, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. Well, look at what just arrived to the channel. The legendary Porsche 956 that Tamiya just released. Now, if you listen carefully to what I just said, you'll notice I said released, because I guess the question is this considered a re-release? The original 956 was a 1/12 scale chassis. It was on the RM MK5 chassis, as a matter of fact, RM standing for Racing Master, and MK5 because this was the fifth one released in that series. This is a 1/10 scale based on the Group C chassis. Different scale, different chassis, body's bigger. So I guess that's the question I'm throwing out to you guys. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Regardless, I'm super pumped that Tamiya put out this iconic race car. I don't know, is this a precursor of big things to come as Tamiya turns 50? So this Porsche 956 and the Hornet Evo completely took us by surprise. I'm really looking forward to seeing what Tamiya does to celebrate 50 years. Alright, so now let's take a closer look at the box. Obviously you have this beautiful box art of the Porsche 956 right here. Not the original racing livery. That's Rothmans. This just says racing. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few moments. I really like how they put the aerial shot of looking down where you could see the chassis. And what's even cooler is you have the Porsche hologram sticker right over here. Tamiya and Porsche have a nice relationship, and Tamiya does put out a lot of Porsches. So, pretty cool. Now when we open this up, just gonna take the box and put it back here. As far as presentation, very simple and plain, but sometimes simple is more. Some of Tamiya's higher end kits have the blistering packages where you see all the parts laid out. This is just two boxes, the body shell, and some parts underneath. And this is pretty much how majority of their Group C chassis were put out. Originals and re-releases, okay? So I'm going to bring the camera a little closer and we're going to take a look at everything we have here in the box. All right, so we have the Porsche 956 shell, which is all bagged up, and I'm going to pop off the staples. I'm sure I'll find those later on all over my floor. Pull this out. Check that out. Beautiful, very nicely detailed body. All right, it's going to be a joy to paint up and mask. Not that big of an issue. It's going to be blue and white. Put that off to the side over here. Okay. Then you have a bag with all the parts trees. Then you have the front headlight buckets that you're going to paint separately and put in. Open this up. I'm sure that sounds all lovely on the microphone right over here, picking up all that. All right, we're going to dump everything out because we're going to start building this right away. This is going to supersede some of my other projects. So here you go. All right, check that out. Put that back in there. All right. Here is your chassis. Your wing. Body posts. Wing mount. Let's see what else. Like I said, your chassis. But that's pretty much all that. It's really a minimalistic kit as far as a chassis. Very easy to put together. Now I see some tape over here, so I'm going to need my knife. Got that. Open this up. Boom. All right. Okay. Got that. Open this up. Here are your foam wheels. Actually, tires. Front. Rears. And then underneath here, you have your one shock, your wheels, your diff, your gear. All right, close up this box, and I'm sure right in here we're gonna have some more parts. Your hardware is definitely in here. It's heavy. There you go, your rear axle, your shock oil, your spring, your double-sided stick tape, some hardware, sports tuned motor, which I don't even think I'm going to throw in there because this is just going to be for show. Your top deck, graphite, some more double-sided stick tape, and some hardware. Very, very minimal. Okay, not the greatest unboxing. Everything is just thrown in here, but you get the point. Okay, then you have your manual, which I'm going to take out first. I like how this is, you know, not like your typical manual like in this direction. Oh, it is. Look at that. They just, instead of it being going across, it's the long way. When you open it up, it's a regular manual. Check that out. All right, cool. So, this is what I wanted to get to, the stickers. So, let me change camera angles again. All right, so here are the beautiful stickers, decals. There's quite a few, but for many of us, the big question was, when this was released, can you get Rothman livery stickers and replace the ones that say racing? Now, there's nothing like an original Tamiya sticker. They're screen printed, and they're perfect, and beautiful, and shiny, and glossy. And a majority of us, when, restoring RCs or replacing stickers, go over to MCI. That's exactly what I did. Now, the original Porsche 956 is 1/12 scale, and the stickers they have on there are in 1/12 scale, but the great thing is you could order them in 1/10 scale, and that's exactly what I did. And when I opened these up and looked at them from MCI, these stickers are beautiful, just as is. They look like to be really good quality. But again, nothing like the ones that Tamiya puts out. So the big question is, for everybody who preemptively ordered these, are the Rothman livery logo the same size as the one that Tamiya puts out? So I'm going to cut one of these out and we're going to compare. Okay, so I already butchered up the reproduction sticker sheet in 1/10 scale. First off, this is your biggest Rothmans logo, and that's the Tamiya one that says racing. And right away when you put it down, line it up on one side, this one is the Tamiya one bigger. There's another one, another Rothmans, but this one is for down here, I think. It's very close. Where's that? Yep. These both are two different sizes. One's just a little bit bigger than the other. Let's see. Yeah. So the bottom one's bigger. So that would be for that. There's actually quite a size disparity there. This one is pretty good for that one. So not exactly the same size. So if you want to use the stripes, cut this out, but use Rothmans, I mean, here's the body. It'll still fit going across right over here where it's supposed to go. And I don't think anybody will know that it's supposed to be a little bit bigger because, it's not going to be there. Just got this one there. So that's one thing to note. Also, the color is just a little off. This is more navy, and this one has a little bit more blue or kind of like purple in there. Yeah, my wife tells me sometimes I'm colorblind. All right, so with these two being off, the white panels up here that you're going to put on, let's say racing, these Rothman ones right over here are, I could tell right away, smaller. So this will not cover that up. So it's up to you. Lastly, what I thought was very important was the wing sticker that says Rothmans Porsche. If you look right over here, if I line up the Porsche, this one is actually a little shorter than this. So this will fit on the wing. And then as far as racing, I'm going to have Rothmans up here. I'm going to put it right over here. While it's a little shorter, it's actually a little wider, taller. So where's the wing? This is the wing. All right, let's take a look. So yeah, that'll fit probably here on the inside, like this. Whichever way the wing goes, that'll fit. Might have to get a little creative, but that'll fit on there. All right, so those are the basic ones I just wanted to share. So the scale is a little off compared to the Tamiya actual stickers. So I mean, it's your choice. You know, again, not so much of a big deal because once you cut this out, you're still going to have the stripes, and this does fit perfectly in between there. There is going to be a little bit more of a space between the stripe and the Rothmans logo because it is smaller. So there's going to be a bigger gap here and a bigger gap here as opposed to this one filling out and having a very minimal gap between the stickers. So whatever. MCI, not knocking them. They do a huge service for us in this hobby in reproducing stickers for us. So I love Nate at MCI. Again, not a knock. Just these stickers are just not 100% to scale compared to the original ones, and it's a very hard thing for him to do. But all in all, I know this is probably one of the biggest questions that everybody has. All right? So, I'm going to switch to camera angles. So before I go any further in this video, something I want to address, and that is good job Tamiya on the shipping. This time around, when this was released, at least overseas, there wasn't that much of a time difference in me receiving this over in the United States. About a week and a half ago, they started popping up all over Europe, and I was like, oh great, it's going to be about a month to 2 months before I receive mine. And all of a sudden, got a shipping notification from AMain that this was out for delivery, and I was like, whoa, there's only about a week and a half difference. So good job Tamiya. Thank you very much for getting this out in a timely manner. Now the whole point of this video really was not just to unbox a 956, but it was kind of to address the two questions that I had. And that is, do the reproduction 1/10 scale stickers match up? And the other one is, do we consider this just a release or a re-release? And that question is up for debate. And again, drop a comment down below, tell me what you think. But as far as the reproduction stickers, while they are pretty darn good, the quality, again, great. Nothing like the original, and no, they do not match up as far as size. They're close, but not quite there. And again, whichever one you decide to go with, whether you go with the kit supplied stickers, decals, or the reproduction ones, just as far as the Rothman logo and the name, I think it's going to look pretty darn dope. I mean, this is an iconic race car, and I think either which way it'll look fine. All right? What am I going to use? I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm going to tell you what I am going to start building, that is this. All right. Well, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it, and I'll check you all on my next. Take care.